Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to Love or Intuition. I'm your host here, Jay, and I'm super excited to dive into some energy with you today. Wanted to first start off by saying, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. I'm super excited to dive into energy with you today, but I wanted to definitely note that I'm really setting the intention that my readings more so inclined to not necessarily be like the whole tea time and kind of finding out what's going on in your life personally, but more so geared towards your own self-awareness and self-love journey, okay? So know that these messages are definitely inclined to be something that are for your inner work, okay? So I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and dive in. Okay. So I would definitely say, Taurus, I'm really starting to sense a great deal of anxiousness. Anxiousness is what I'm hearing. Yeah, anxiousness, okay? Yes, like a lot of anxious energy. Some of you may also be struggling with anxiety. It is definitely important to find an outlet for this anxiety, whether this be, it is definitely important to find an outlet for this anxiety, okay? It is definitely important to find an outlet for this anxiety. Okay, so out for you, Taurus, we have the Nine of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Tower card, and the Princess of Coins, okay? I want to be very clear that it is very important right now for you to focus on communicating things within your life that you have lost. This doesn't necessarily feel like, again, it is something that has a lot to do with other people, but there may be energy with you kind of falling out with certain people that are just no longer serving your greatest good. And I definitely feel like this is not something that, you know, you thought wasn't coming. You definitely saw these people as not your core people, not your core tribe, okay? With the Four of Wands in reverse here, you know it's a time to really kind of focus in on yourself, and it's really something that is important right now. It is important for you to tend to your own space, tend to your own garden, and really focus in on the fact that there are things that are falling apart so better things can fall together, okay? There are things that are falling apart so better things can fall together. And it is important for you to find the balance in things that you know no longer serve you and move forward, okay? It is so important for you to do that right now. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So we have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Miraculous changes are occurring. So understand that as you change your thought process, your view, okay, and as you continue to grow, okay, in the realm of the way in which that you communicate, but also in the fact that you're developing new ideas, okay, and new opportunities for yourself, okay, know that these opportunities that you're creating for yourself are strictly you, okay? It is not anyone outside of you that is creating these opportunities for you, okay? You are stepping out of your own way, and you are creating space and opportunity for yourself by creating room, by creating a clean slate for yourself to be able to build from, okay? So again, these are foundational changes that you're making. So whether this be honestly friend, okay, is you stating to yourself, okay, so I'm done with all of these people that are fake, who are not for me, who do not care for me in the way in which I need to be cared for. So I'm going to release all of these people so that I can bring in someone or people that truly do care for me, that truly do have my best interests at heart. I don't want anyone else around me that doesn't necessarily feel the same way that I feel about life. Or maybe it just may be that you're entering into a new chapter of your life and you want people that are aligned with that path, and that's okay. That is okay. That shows that you are moving forward in your journey, okay? Now you have Kuthimi, cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Trust that you're making the right decisions. Trust your intuition. Trust if something isn't right or something doesn't feel right, that it probably isn't right. And that it's okay that you don't have a bunch of explanations for everybody. It's okay that you don't have to go in depth with why a person is being released from your life. If the person needs to be released, or if the situation needs to be released. Because for some of you, this is the weight of jobs. This is the weight of other areas of your life, okay? And there may be people that need to be released. There may be jobs that need to be released. There may be habits that need to be released. And as you are in this spirit of releasing, okay, you have to understand that your wisdom has always been true, that your wisdom has always been true. Everything that you feel has always been true, has always been true. It has been a truth that's embedded in you. You trust yourself. And it's important for you to trust those nudges, trust your inklings, okay? And understand that what is coming for you is very important. It is also important to be mindful of the planet and come back to Earth. Stay grounded, okay? With this Gaia card here, Earth connection, okay? It is very, they're telling me just leave this card up for a moment. Like, take a look at that. Take a look at that. Mother Earth, Gaia, there is a sacred connection, Taurus, that we have with the earth that is so important to pay attention to, so important to be mindful of, okay? We connect with the earth in a way that a lot of signs don't. And it is important for you to acknowledge this, and it is important for you to get yourself back outside. Okay, I'm here on the East Coast and it's typically pretty cold, okay? But even if that's a short walk, even if that's buying a bouquet of flowers and allowing yourself to just experience the beauty that comes from the earth. If that is you sitting down and watching maybe some videos about what's going on in the earth, and try to keep it positive, because listen, global warming is a thing, honey. Global warming is a thing, and literally it's a rabbit hole of going down with all the things that are wrong. But focus on the beauty, focus on all the things that are right. Learn about new animals, learn about different species of trees, learn about the different forests. Really allow yourself to just find any moment where you can just be grounded and connected to the earth. Okay, grounded and connected to the earth. But it is really important to understand that you're being congratulated by Spirit for really honoring yourself, okay? These new viewpoints that you have are also very important to note, and may even be very strong viewpoints to note in reference to bringing these things up in the realm of your job space, okay? So whether you have new ideas, and maybe you have a new workflow or new process at work that you feel like, oh my God, this will be super beneficial to my team, share it with management. Share it with management. What do you have to lose? Okay. The worst thing they could say is no. And then, I'm sorry, you could take that same beneficial skill and you could apply it to your life. You could see, oh, this works for me though. And it really is a great thing. And if you don't want to utilize it, then that's fine. But you can definitely use it to kind of expand. Maybe this may even lead to you acquiring a new skill that may be something that you could lose at the next job. Okay. Don't downplay yourself though, Taurus. Take time to breathe out, okay? Disseminating moon, okay? Listen, don't quote me. You can take a look at that. Take time to breathe out. Take breaks where needed, okay? Allow yourself, I was just about to say it. Surrender to the divine full moon energy, okay? When the full moon does come back around, because I want you to be very clear that this is the going into the full moon where you're taking a time to breathe out. And this is the full moon where we're releasing, where we've completed a cycle and we're moving forward into the next phase, okay? We're completing things. We're completing a portion of our lives. And it is important for you to note and to understand that in completing these cycles, you are moving into the very next phase. And that's beautiful. That's great. And it's important. Because as you move forward, as you continue to grow and elevate, there are so many people that are connected to your journey that grow simply because you chose to. Whether it just be a short conversation that you may have on the bus, okay, is what I'm hearing. It may be a short conversation that you have on the bus that for you was like, oh, that was a nice conversation. I really like that. But you could have definitely been the difference between that person going home and deciding to end it all and changing their perspective from the time they got on that bus to the time they left that bus. You don't know how much power you host just by trusting your journey and just by doing your work and allowing yourself to, just breathe. Just allow yourself to kind of rest in your knowing, to rest in your wisdom, and to also trust your intuition. It may be this direction over that direction when you're driving in at work. Trust yourself. It could be the difference between being late to work and being on time. Trust yourself, Taurus. Trust yourself, okay? Out for you, we have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. What were we just talking about? About how our journey affects others and how we don't realize that the work that we do spans out into our communities. It spans out into the collective. You don't know how your work and just you, maybe just you releasing someone, right? And you just feeling the joy of understanding how, oh my God, this narcissistic person, this negative person that I released, okay, was so beneficial for me. Oh my God, this happened. And I was able to see this, and I was able to really come into the knowing of, what it is that I like and what it is that I want, and how I was kind of trying to, adjust to fit someone else's mold, and how that's just not me at all, and how I don't want to be in that box. Just by you having these experiences, and I'm speaking to my own also, but even while you having these experiences, it allows for you to be able to then turn around when someone else is in that same situation and be able to give them aid in saying like, yes, that was my experience. Your experience may be totally different. You may have expansion in a totally different area of your life, but I want you to know that it is possible. I want you to know that it can happen and that it can be super beneficial just to release a person that is no longer serving your greatest good. It's about releasing and making room. It's about clearing your space for the benefit of a different tribe, for the benefit of different opportunities. It is about you clearing space to allow beautiful things to come in for you. Again, that beginning message about sometimes hard things, bad things fall apart so that beautiful, better things can be put together. Okay, and that's what this is about. Akasha spirit, I'm hearing spirit, but it definitely says just Akasha. Your guidance is being divinely guided, okay? You're on a path, okay? Do you see that? Just take a look at that card for a second. Oh my goodness. Do you see this walk towards the light? Do you see this movement of, just literally walking on water? Having that awareness, knowing and trusting, okay, this doesn't feel right. Trusting your intuition. Trust your intuition. I don't know why, Taurus, trust your intuition. Stop second guessing yourself. Don't tell yourself that you're wrong. Don't tell yourself you're overthinking, okay? Sometimes you may be, but that's the part of us that has to sit down and then take a breath. Take a breath, take time, see, experience, allow yourself to kind of look at things from an objective standpoint. And then once you do take that time to kind of look at things objectively, then say to yourself, okay, so am I tripping or am I not? Do I have this together or don't I? You know? And that's what it's really about. It's really about you know, being able to take a look at your experience, being able to take a look at things and say to yourself, hey, is this me? You know, and am I tripping? Do I see the full picture? Or am I just moving strictly off of emotions? Am I just upset right now? You know, it's also about having that awareness, but it's not about second guessing what you know to be true in your heart. And there's a very distinct difference, and Spirit wants me to make that difference to you. You have to understand that when you're trusting something, when you're trusting how it is that you feel about a situation, you shouldn't go back into that trust and say, well, no, you know, I don't know. Or I'm not completely sure, or like they, you know, this person's been a part of my life for a very long time, or, you know, oh, we went through this one thing together. Let me tell you, experience does not outweigh, experience does not outweigh what it is that is for you in the path to come, okay? There are so many people that I have known for years and years and years that had to be released. Okay, and this is me having my moment of sharing my experience with you, Taurus, because I too am a Taurus, sun and rising, by the way. And I had people in my life that were around for a really long time, and I would tell myself, oh my God, we have so much history. But when I took a look at what that history was, I was like, oh, sis, this is... Does history outweigh, you know, knowledge? Does history outweigh awareness? Like, no, you don't love me the way I want to be loved. I think it's okay to release you. I think it's okay to take a step back. You were a part of my journey for quite some time, but I definitely see there's no way you're making a cut for this next chapter. There's just no way. And that's okay. That's okay. Everyone's not for everybody. Everyone is not meant to be in your life forever. Some people come around for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. Okay? All right. Tyler Perry said it best. Now, we have green terror. Supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. Okay? And what have we been talking about? Releasing. Green Terra is such a beautiful goddess to connect with, by the way. So listen, if you need some additional spiritual guidance, I would definitely seek her. She's absolutely amazing. Oh, okay. Lady Nada, heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Give and receive in balance. That's for those of you that are dealing with narcissistic people that you know have no space, no, they don't belong here. They do not belong here, Taurus. And you know it. You feel it. It sits on your heart. Your chest literally sometimes becomes heavy around this person because you're like, you do not belong here. There is a resistance. And it is important to honor that resistance. To honor the fact that there is a part of you that is resisting being around this person's energy. There's a part of you that is resisting being in this particular space. So whether, again, that be a job, a home, a person, individuals, maybe a group of people, to be honest with you. Because for some of you, it's a group of people. It's a group of people that you're just like, we're not doing the same things anymore. When we used to hang out, you know, years ago, it was cool, it was great. But now it just doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel, I don't feel that spark. I don't feel that glow. I don't feel that joy that I used to feel. And maybe it's because the joy that I was feeling then wasn't necessarily the joy that I want for myself now. And because I've evolved and changed, my environment and the people around me need to evolve and change. And if they're not, then there's some stagnant energy there. And I may need to move forward. And there's no love lost. Listen, I just gotta do what's best for me. And that's okay. That's okay. So Taurus, I am so excited for the future. I am so excited that too we're on this journey together, and that the evolution, this evolution in your life, this transformation in your life is such a beautiful thing. And just continue to grow, continue to understand that you know, and trust your intuition, trust your gut feelings. And as you move towards release and towards more self-awareness and more self-love, know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, learning the lessons that you're supposed to be learning right now. And I know some of these lessons may sting a bit, okay? But know that reach for those that do support you, reach for those that do love you, okay? And, you know, if things get too hard, definitely reach out to, you know, your community. Reach out to different resources that can assist you, especially those of you struggling with anxiety. Okay, it is so important to reach outside of yourself sometimes to assist yourself on your journey, especially when it comes to wave of emotions that kind of just feel erratic and out of control. And I know anxiety is definitely not one that should be taken lightly, although a lot of people do take it lightly, specifically certain communities. So it's very important to make sure that you are caring for yourself. If you're anxious, if you're feeling like you're questioning everything and you're super paranoid and you just can't find that rest in your heart, definitely time to seek out further assistance, okay? And that's okay. It doesn't make you weak, okay? It actually makes you extremely and beautifully strong. So I love you, Taurus. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Bye now.